What is going on, everybody? Jumbo Thick here. We are back with more Emberfell Whispers from the Stars, our D&D 5th edition campaign. I, of course, your GM, your DM for the night, Jumbo Thick, joined by the full cast and crew. Everyone's here. Very excited for it. If you're watching by this point, surely you know who everyone is by now. So we're going to skip the semantics, and we are going to kick off into the game, because I don't know how much time I have. The little time-bomb children are scattered throughout the house, waiting to awake at any moment and divert me from my game time. So, it's been a couple weeks for us since we've actually played, though sessions have been uploaded on a different schedule. But for us, just as a good refresher, so last we left off, our crew had managed to finally escape from the clutches of the Mar as you fled from the ruined castle or Razor, and out of the frying pan into the fire as you were captured on your way out by agents of Kezan Thunderstrike. And Kezan's cultists assaulted all of you. Unfortunately, Tristan Varel was sequestered to a different location while the rest of you fought off a conglomerate of hive creatures as well as the cultists themselves. In this encounter, Trist faced off against Kezan himself, was able to somewhat break away from him. However, in the process, Trist lost his eyes. As they were literally almost melted out of his skull, and he was glimpsing the unknown truth of the eldritch horror that is Kezan's brain. Something that he's probably still dealing with, as he's currently sightless, a blind man. However, you were able to escape, and in your attempt to find a safer place to bed down, you traveled back to the cave that you had transported yourself here from the spire within the magical tower within Silver Durai at the behest of Throdius Gumshoe, Professor Gumshoe, whom turned out had a very bad day and was a seemingly corpse amidst what looked like some kind of dark ritual that had been performed upon his body. You decided to see if he was, maybe alive. Got a little close to him, began to move him. He emerged, his flesh stretched and grew, and he turned into some kind of abomination. You all had to fight it at that point. You put down the creature that was Professor Gumshoe, finally destroying it. And utilizing some alternate magic, we're able to transport yourselves to the summoning circle within the Dark and Dreary, within Silver Durai. There, we decided to take our endeavors. We decided to stretch time out as we rested and were regrouping and deciding what we're going to do moving forward. Speaking of which, we have a character that needs to do their endeavors. Didn't get a chance to yet.
Yes, please.
So, Velree,
Yes.
What would you like to do?
So I actually have I have 2 fails and 2 successes for the skilled expert for Constitution.
Okay.
I'd like to roll for that, please.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a Constitution check.
Oh, right.
That's
Right.
not going to cut
Plus
it.
4, it's 9, right?
It's a 9. That's unfortunately not going to cut it, Velree. That's another fail. But you can do it again if you'd like. If you'd like to spend your second endeavor on it. Sure.
That's 3 fails and 2 successes. So
It is.
surely we're getting close.
You need to roll better than that.
I rolled well.
Okay. 18 plus 4, so 22. That will give you your third success. So you will be able to grab the feat.
Alrighty.
So you can add that. You also do get a story element if you'd like
Story,
to do anything story-wise in your downtime.
Oh, there's two things to choose now. Okay. So, well, first, because we were also having that circle of truth, so I would like to back up to
Mhm.
that before we do my story because I'm going to reveal to everyone else, other than Zoon already knows, but I'm gonna just let everyone know that Velree, like, I am slightly, as much as I hate to admit this, feeling vulnerable would be maybe the best word. I'm afraid I'm gonna start having dreams again where
Mhm.
maybe people are coming after me and killing other people, and I'll reveal to them that I had that, like, once I got that necklace, the dream stopped, and now I'm feeling a little nervous because I know Lord Sin's hot on my tail. So while I'm revealing that, I'm going to also bring up the fact that I am considering attuning to the flesh pounder.
Yes, flesh pounder.
Because I am nervous.
Yes.
What if I run out of rages? I need to be on my.
Mhm.
And in doing so, I'd like to get the group's opinion and if they're willing to help me find food in case we're like, maybe someone can help make me some jerky, some human jerky here and there. Or
Mhm.
I'd like to get the group's thoughts on this before
You
I.
have to be alive before you eat it. Like, we could rob a grave and they're not going to miss it. Come on.
That's a great question.
It does have to be meat, but that does not say it doesn't have to be jerky. Um,
Does it have to be human?
it has to be humanoid.
Humanoid? Is there
So,
any creature that we consider to be less than in this society?
well, I mean, you're a drow, so everyone is less than.
That's true.
Um,
Volunteering.
I will say, if we're going by dynasty standards, the goblins are pretty low on the totem pole. The actual goblins.
I feel bad for him though. You know, well, could we maybe do a little more research before you attune? I mean, I'm completely for it, but I mean, and I've got your back. And if people start asking questions,
Yeah,
they're not going to get anything out of me. Nothing truthful, at least.
that's
So,
fair. Yeah, I just wanted to like let y'all know that I'm definitely considering it, and y'all wanted to help me, not eat you whenever
yeah.
times get
Could we
rough.
get like, could we get a code word for when you're feeling like eating one of us, just so we can,
Yeah,
make
yeah,
choices?
choices.
we could, yeah, do that. So okay, well, that was my circle of truth moment. Um,
I think
so
Rogar's
in
not
real
here to
life,
hear this.
he wasn't there.
No, he's out hunting.
Oh, okay.
He
Well,
tells the truth anyway, so.
yeah. Um, so in relation to that, I think I would like to storyline wise, kind of go on the hunt, like making sure, like throughout the night, that nothing crazy is happening. Like if I'm having dreams, like I just want to try and figure out, like, or is there a shop, like, are we in a town where maybe there's a necklace like that? Like figure out what are my options here. What can I be doing now?
Okay. Let's see here. Why don't you give me a investigation check?
Can I add Bardic Inspo to that?
Sure, why not?
Okay. It's fifth. I think it's a 12 now,
Yeah, you should
or
be a
is it a
D12.
15?
It's a D12.
Yeah.
D12.
Oh no. I removed something I shouldn't have in that was making choices. I made a poor choice, guys. Hold on.
Oh,
In my feet. I didn't do a good thing. Let me,
shoot.
before I make that, it removed my background when I chose something because I didn't understand what I was doing. Ew. Let's do it. Let me go back to my background. That's going to help with my roll again.
It's not going to help.
It's not gonna help?
Your investigation?
Yeah, well, yeah, because my thing it had the haunted one and it had investigation.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you get proficiency.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Now you said roll that. Here we go. I'm doing it. Wait, just yeah. Applause. Hold out for 10.
10.
Great. Worth it.
Did you add a D12?
Oh, a D12?
Yeah, you get a D12.
D12.
For the inspiration. Why
I
not?
heard that. I missed the bit. Oh, 3. 13.
13. Okay. I mean, it's not bad. Silver Dry is a big place. It's, you have the upper section and then the under section. You're mostly sticking to the underside of the city. You don't feel any of the strange connections that you felt previously, despite not having your more magical charm that you're used to. However, trying to search out items similar to that, you do come across, strangely enough, with that investigation check, you do know that there is a certain ring in somebody's possession of the party that will all but block psychic connections to you unless you allow them. It may have the soul of a creature bound within it.
Interesting.
Yep. It can do a similar task, though.
All right.
It can't shroud you from being discovered, but it can at least block a mental connection.
Okay. But it did something funny to him.
Well, there is a soul trapped within it. A not so kind one. So.
All right.
That's what some of your digging around has kind of led you towards. Other than that, most of the items that you kind of go searching for in the upper sections of the market, either they tend to be fakes or they tend to be overpriced, and tomato, you end up not finding anything too useful.
Okay. Cool.
However, during our time, Velree receives an invitation. And you guys will decide what you're doing after this. It is an invitation to a wedding. A very up-and-coming wedding of one Zymekus and Din Daring, to be held on the outskirts of Port Dorona upon Lover's Hill. And it gives a date that is not too far from now. But I am not the master commander of this adventure. So you guys have plenty of options before you. You are currently in Silver Dry, but depending on what decisions you make, we will fast forward to somewhere closer. So Nyarla is still missing. Kezan Thunderstrike is out and about doing who knows what, as well as the rogue dragon, the Sensu the Serpent, apparently is also going crazy out in the world. In addition to that, you still have the problems that you saw before the end of our previous adventure, where you saw that the stars were moving quite rapidly in the night sky. Constellations were moving into forming new, maybe even older constellations. The very Earth itself still has tremors every so often, every few hours or so. As well as the ring, the great ring that circles Drelora. The world itself is beginning to clump in places, making larger shapes. And of course, the seas have become turbulent and, quite frankly, dangerous during this process. Not sure if it has anything to do with all this stuff happening, or maybe that's just another symptom. It's hard to tell. You guys aren't, I don't know, weather people. So, but you have plenty of decisions to make. What are you guys going to do with all of these threads laid out before you?
That's a lot. When is the wedding? Like, how much time do we have to get to the wedding?
It would be, so depending on your decision, if you guys want to go to the wedding, we will be moving to the wedding. Skip some stuff. If you guys want to do something else, we'll be doing something else.
We ask the decapitated head we have on our person about Nyarla and skip ahead to the wedding as well.
Which head?
The massive head of what's-his-face that Trist pissed off. And I forget his name. I'm sorry, it's been 2 weeks.
Which head do we speak of?
Vern.
Oh,
Vern.
Vern.
Vern's?
Yes,
Vern's
Vern.
head?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
It's like the only
talk to
head we
Vern.
have left.
Talk to Vern.
Is that a visual spell? Is Trist wearing his cloak?
Trist unable to actual see, he would need to use magical means to do so.
I can see in the dark.
Do you have...
It is it's VSM, so it's all things.
Okay. You're talking about the cloak, right? You attuned to it?
I didn't attune to the cloak.
Oh, what are you using then?
I have Devil Sight.
Oh,
That's
that's right.
part
You picked up Devil's Sight.
As part of my month off.
It does allow you to see like that. It is specific to darkness, but you can see dark spots. So yeah.
I guess I'll cast it, and Zune wants to talk to it, so.
Going to like.
Well, after Rogar gets back, let me specify.
It is, of course, in the below section of Silver Riot. It's always dark. There is artificial light, but in theory, everything is cast in shadow in pretty much darkness. And my son is stirring, and he's back asleep. Okay, thank God. So you bring forth the head of Vern, Giant's Blood. The not quite smiling, but the almost like scarred visage of this blue-skinned ogre-like creature with white hair. Looks similar, kind of has the distended, kind of almost like bugbear jaw with the large tusks coming out from underneath, but different. You remove the head from the bag of holding and place it. Trist begins to cast his chronologic resuscitation head spell, allowing you guys to speak with the corpse. After about 10 minutes, the corpse is somewhat reanimated. A strange spark of life rewound into it, and you may ask your questions.
Anyone want to go first? Okay. I will address Vern. Hi, Vern. Sorry about all this, but, sorry, not sorry. This is awkward. But could you tell me, is Nyarla on this plane of existence?
The head can't move or tilt in any direction. It just stares off in one way. The vacant eyes kind of, I guess, somewhat look in your direction, Zune. She is being kept in a place of darkness. Wants to feel the bones.
Does that mean anything to anyone? Or
I'm thinking sin, but I don't know if Zune would know that. In fact, I don't think Zune would know that.
You said Orson?
Do you ask that?
No.
I was asking soon if that's what. I mean, I guess yeah. Sorry if that sounds like something that was in Velree's fashion.
What's the specific question? You have to ask it.
Oh, I see. What we're talking about. Well, wouldn't you be able to tell me if that sounded familiar to me before I asked the question?
A lot of things can be familiar.
Who is in possession of Nyarla?
He's in the clutches of Lord Sin.
What would be the best way to kill Lord Sin?
Bring him into the sun.
Turn to Velree. Dude, it's gonna be horrible to ask you. I'm not gonna ask you. That'll be your call, whether or not we go there. Anyone else have any questions? I think I have asked the three I had.
do you know how we would get to Lord Sin?
Just find a tear to the realm of shadow.
Where is a tear to the realm of shadow?
There are many. There is one within the Shrieking Forest. It is the largest.
That was
Still
5
locked out.
questions.
That was 5 questions. He just goes, goes vacant.
Velree? How do you feel about all this?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty fucking terrible, see? Feeling pretty terrible. How do you feel?
I guess better than Trist, but just gonna. Has she attuned to the flesh pounder yet?
And no one agreed to help me, first of all, so.
Okay, well, I'm gonna pat your back.
You need help to attune to the.
No, just if you have my back, help me get some food on the side, Like, I'm trying not to eat my party.
I understand, man. Yes.
I don't know, do you think it's, well, if he could pop, just
You wish to eat people, Velree.
this again. Goodbye, I guess. Rogar, just
Super judgmental.
I just need you.
It was simply a question.
Yeah, but it's that
I already
tone. We all know what you
need
mean.
the blood of people, okay? Or of things, but I'm just trying to protect the party, and what if I run out of rages and you're down, I mean,
Yeah, and it doesn't say she has to eat all of them. I mean, she could just eat part of them, and there's spells to help with that. I'm sorry, Trist.
yeah, it doesn't say how much. Yeah, I just trust them all about that. So,
You guys did often see Vern, the few times you met him before your unfortunate encounter. He was always snacking on something.
Fingerling potatoes.
He had finger sandwiches. He was eating all kinds of things.
They just break off the fingers of some people that are robbing other people.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, Velree's basically going to be a hero, and nobody's going to miss a robber's fingers.
But do I want to do this before we go to the wedding? I'm nervous. I don't want to like come off too strong because they haven't seen me in a while, and I don't want to disappoint them. But also, I need to protect them. Maybe I don't know. She's feeling very conflicted.
Well, you have my support.
It's a powerful weapon, but I assume before we would have to go anywhere, you would have to kill someone, and then you would have to either drive them out.
Yeah, Rogar, you might want to help me.
Is there someone you have in mind of killing?
Just
what we're doing now, plotting murder.
We can cut some fingers. It doesn't have to be a full death.
Whose fingers shall we cut off?
A lowlife. Someone who's just over here not eating fingers.
I mean, surely there are people with connections to the Mars still, Rogar. I mean, unless you've turned a leaf and you think the Mar aren't deserving of this kind of thing. I mean, if you think we should just leave them alone and, be on good terms with them, I'll support you, Rogar.
I see what you're doing, Zoon.
Oh, that's right. You're smart still.
And I don't. I'm not opposed to it, 100%.
Okay.
It's an undertaking. Is all I'm saying.
I see what you did there. We could probably rob bodies out of graveyards, though, for real. It might be okay.
We could test it, see what happens. Sure. Maybe some fresh
And Razahir, you can stop curses, right? I mean, you just stopped the one that was affecting Trist, right? So things get out of control.
Greater restorations, huh? Yeah, we have options set.
Yeah.
I will, interject. Certain curses will be much stronger than others. Like, for instance, Razahir is currently not capable of healing Trist's eyes. He may or may not be able to unattune the very curse-wrought weapon, at least in his current state.
I mean, what level do you have to be to remove curse?
It depends on the level of remove curse we're talking about.
Okay.
Let me just, hypothetically, let's say you need to cast remove curse at 9th level to unattune to this weapon. Hypothetically.
Sounds like that's high. Okay. Well, but we're doing it. We're all in agreement. I should just go ahead.
I'll help you hide a body.
We got your back, huh?
All right.
Or someone's back.
God,
I mean, either way.
Huh? Let's go kill some people first before I tune. I just want to make sure I have. How long of a day? How long?
So I will say,
days journey.
You guys are in Silver Dry. And while it is a civilized place in every sense of the word, it is also barbaric on so many levels. Like, for instance, there's a very active slave trade in the upper markets that you guys had passed before. Flesh is bought and sold in all its forms that you can imagine. So let's just say, giving Trist's very deductive nature, since he is pretty much the world's greatest detective, you necessarily, at least where you are currently at, would not have to go scrounging around looking for corpses when there are so many that go through the slave pits above, that you could just talk to a few people, make a few exchanges, and have corpses at your disposal.
Deal. Let's do it. let's just go.
Okay.
I don't know how I feel about us eating slaves, though. Could we just eat the traders?
Oh, yeah, I thought we were going to kill the traders. Yeah.
They would already be
Okay,
dead.
all right.
Oh.
They're going to sell you the dead people.
Oh, well, I've already dead. Might as
I
well put them to
mean-
good use.
Let's just say that as part of the process of showing off the more lethal merchandise that they have in the slave pits, like the more exotic animals, that sometimes they require demonstrations. And those parts got to go somewhere.
This doesn't
Are
feel
they
good.
like poisoned parts? Am I going to get poisoned?
I
from these things?
mean, you can always investigate the pieces before you eat them.
No, it's more like a
but-
trap now.
No, it's not a trap. Everyone's so paranoid.
Yeah, but I really hate
Love it.
I'd really hate improving the economy of the slave trade. I mean,
Well-
that feels wrong.
You're more than free to attempt to dig your way through a graveyard. That's your prerogative.
Can we just
you
steal
will-
some?
That would be illegal, even in Velree. I'm just telling you right now, you can legally purchase humanoid flesh in the above section of Velree. If you want to, you don't want to be, sneaking around doing things.
If Zoom's going to have a problem with it, I'll just do it when Zoom's not looking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, you will be speaking to. Where are you? Yalrak Mizran.
I gotta talk to people. Oh, shit.
He leads the Yalrak Trading Company. He is the one that was attempting to sell you guys several different indentured creatures or people for quite a bit of gold. Now, if you're looking for slop, essentially what he feeds, like the giant riding lizards and the crag cats, even the ogres, he will sell you humanoid flesh for he'll sell you a single corpse for an entire corpse for 40 gold pieces.
40 gold. How much gold do we have so far?
Haggle, Velree, haggle.
I know, I'm not good at this.
I have faith in you.
We don't have a lot of money. Most of it was spent / rescue Zune or lost.
Yeah.
So we got about 45 gold.
That's it.
Oh,
My own thing shows 66. I wonder if I have some.
Well, that must be your own private store.
Oh, Lord. I'm gonna bat my eyes at him,
Mm-hmm.
all right.
And say, I don't know. I mean, would I know what the common, how much, would I know if that's a good deal or not?
You have no way of knowing. This is your
Yeah.
first time dealing in the flesh
I
market.
know.
Are we all with her doing the flesh market trade, or is she
Up
I
to
don't
you
know,
guys.
Zoom, did you want to come with me? Are you gonna man up and be okay with this?
not okay with it? But I'm gonna owe
Be
you.
my talker?
Yeah. So, 40 gold. I mean, surely we can get some kind of discount.
Come on now,
I'm flashing
this
my eyes
is
too.
this is good slop here. You could serve it to a myriad of creatures. These pieces in particular came from, I will not say, but some bugbear individuals that went missing nearby.
Well, I mean, bugbear, that's not exactly prime meat.
Well, there's a lot of meat on those bones. Very large creatures.
Yeah, lots of hair and gristle too. I mean, I have a very refined creature.
Why don't you give me? It's up to you. You can give me persuasion. I would also accept intimidation.
And persuasion.
Okay.
And
Oh,
you know what? For good measure, I'm
Oh,
gonna throw
God.
some bardic inspiration on that. Can I
It's
have
a
the platinum?
31.
Yeah,
I
I know.
think you're fine.
My
The
ego.
highest DC I can set is 30.
Oh, okay.
So that's.
So I can't do
I,
my extra just so that I
I
can like.
mean, I think you're good, but yeah, if you want to, why not? If you
Thanks.
want to.
All right, 31 plus 10, 41.
It's a
I'm super
41,
persuasive.
as soon as you start talking to him
Just,
and
run your
you see
fingers in
him,
chest, kind of, hey,
he's
got my eyes a bit.
somewhat taken aback. He's not used to this kind of treatment. He's kind of even for an elf, he's kind of pudgy around the middle.
Oh shit.
He's like, I mean, perhaps maybe 20. That seems fair.
Hey, for a bugbear.
Yes. Yeah, that's the discount since they weren't completely skinned before this box was put together.
Well, surely we could come up with some other kind of arrangement.
I mean, I'm still a businessman. Half seems more than exceptional to me. What arrangement are you talking about?
If you're not interested, and if I have to spell it out for you, then all right. Is this acceptable to you? And I'm going to turn to Velree.
Can I guesstimate about how many days worth this body will get? If I just
Well,
do I get to just take one bite at a time?
Have you attuned to the weapon?
I love it like a big map.
Have you attuned yet?
Yes.
Yes. Upon seeing the corpse, and I will say immediately, as soon as you attuned to the flesh pounder, we'll just leave it like that because I know you guys enjoy the name. I had a different name in mind, but it's fine.
You named
So, as soon as you attune to the pounder, as it is, you feel it's a similar thirst, almost like what you've lived with for quite a while. As far as like the innate taste for blood that you normally have. However, this is much stronger, and you feel empty inside.
Oh.
Food is, and you try to eat something and it just doesn't fill you. In the presence of this corpse, you are salivating, almost ravenous. The need to cook something doesn't even cross your mind. Have you paid for the slop yet?
No, because we were trying to figure out. I was trying to figure out if 20 gold would, how many days would that last? You think?
You have not partaken in eating yet, so you're not sure how far this will get you.
Just kill people. Why do I have to pay for this shit?
Right at the back.
I say, bugbear, they're pretty big. Maybe give him 10 gold. See if he takes 10 gold.
He just shakes his head.
No.
I'm sorry. 20 is the best I can do.
Okay, fine. Fine, take my fucking money.
You toss him the coin pouch. She begins to count it. As soon as the coin leaves his hand, Velree, you set upon for all intents and purposes, it kind of looks like an overlarge chest. You open it, and the smell that you smelled outside is much more pungent. The remnants of several bugbear have been cobbled together inside of this chest. You open it, and you reach your hand in and grab a big wad of just viscera.
Walker hand. I smell it. Just like very fast, like trying to snap her back to reality. I don't want to have
You
ripped off.
begin to
I'm doing
bite and chew. Immediately, the individual that was selling this to you is in shock, as he thought that you were feeding like a war beast or something. He's
like,
oh my, as he just kind of like because as Velree starts shoveling it in your mouth. I need Velree to make a Constitution. Well, no, this would be a Wisdom saving throw.
What? It's not great. Okay.
A 9.
Not great. It is cocked on my thing. It shows 7 and 17, but okay. Oh.
It's showing a 9 up here. I'm sorry.
I know, but it's bullshit. We just, like,
you begin to just shovel it in your mouth. You get. Let's see here. That is going to be 5 pounds of meat into your mouth, just shoveling it in, and it's just like you're tearing and just ravaging this chest, this gore.
Oh no.
And you don't feel full. You feel like you could keep eating.
A mistake. Okay.
You begin to, and you're just covered in gore at this point, blood dripping off of you.
Mm.
The trader at this point, Yalrak, begins to regurgitate his lunch in the corner.
Okay.
You got a handkerchief.
I need you to make another Wisdom saving throw, Velree.
Shit.
What's happening?
Take it away.
Not good.
An 8.
Can I not give her any bardic inspo? Is that not allowed?
You
Holy
can.
shit.
You
Please. I swear, inspiration. Roll a d12. Please don't get a 1.
Yeah.
10?
So that brings it to an 18. So Velree, after you shovel in 5 pounds of raw food, Zune begins to kind of like try to bring you out of your frenzy, your feeding frenzy, and you kind of like are shocked out of it, and you still feel the need to consume. You feel like you could never eat enough.
Oh.
However, for now, you feel like you could stop. You kind of like back away from the meal at your disposal.
Hmm. Also,
You okay?
something in the description of the flesh powder. Okay.
Why would I write the particulars of the curse in the item?
I don't know.
Is there anything left?
Oh, there's plenty left. That was
Okay.
only 5
Oh,
pounds. You're
God.
looking at somewhere around 300 or 400 pounds worth of meat.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Nice. Okay.
Just let me know when you're about to eat. I'll play some music. We'll set the mood.
I said, your box of meat sounds appetizing to a friend of mine, an ogre I once knew, huh? I'd like to eat some of that trash also.
Yeah, you told us. I heard he's a good cook, so okay.
It's an excellent cook, also a pretty fine medic, huh?
I'm not sure if Razak's crazy or not, but this mythical medic
It's
ogre may exist.
It's the role-playing
It's a
universe,
profession.
huh? We have the role-playing universe. Crossover.
Oh.
But Velree, you're able to lift this chest quite easily, despite your small frame, and cart it with you wherever you need be. You guys do have a cart you were given. Once again, your old cart is somewhat refashioned and given back to you for your travels.
Is Rogar with us?
Rogar will be with you at this point.
You might want him to field dress it so it looks less like a bugbear.
I will say this, I'm not sure how hesitant Rogar is about butchering a humanoid creature. I will say he was a nomadic barbarian from the frozen north, and they probably, let's be honest, they probably ate people at some point. Being dragonborn and, whatnot. But you never know. I'm not going to make those decisions for him. However, he can give you knowledge on how to preserve meat, and just in general. And as I can attest, there's nothing special about human flesh from any other animal. It all cures and eats the same. So anything that would work for that will work for humanoid. So all the standard butchering practices do apply.
Yeah, I mean, I have a +6 survival. I might know a couple things.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you know a few things.
So,
do you want to perform this process yourself, Velree?
see if Rogar will help me. If they will help quicken up the time. Or...
Well, is Rogar going to help Velree preserve her newly acquired meat?
I guess so.
Okay. I wish I could give you corruption in this game.
I know. You can't get any corrupt.
Corrupt your soul.
He has hunted many of things. So,
Velree, go ahead and
do you
make your
think this is
survival
worth
roll.
it, Velree? As regards helping her prepare the meat.
You can make it at advantage with Rogar's help.
What was it, survival?
Yes, at advantage.
Okay. Yes, Rogar. At this point, I have no other option.
You're looking at all you
That's
need
true.
is a 12, and you got a 21. So, with Rogar's aid, you're able to preserve many portions of this quite well, in fact. And with it like that, with it getting such a high roll, not only are you able to preserve it, but you're able to cut it in such a way that it is unrecognizable from any other meat. No one would know what this is made of unless they knew. So you can have cuts of meat, steaks, sausage, the works. As Rogar helps you butcher the corpses that lie within, and you have food for the road.
Well, if you use this new channel in the right way, Velree, perhaps it could be a benefit. But do not let it force you on the innocent or your friends, the companions.
I'm just gonna nod my head because he doesn't realize. Were you here when did you not already attend to it, or did you hear it back?
I assume you did.
Okay. Well, yeah. You weren't there with Zoom. So you don't realize I had a moment. I'm just gonna nod my head.
I'm assuming
just
Zune
say
didn't
that.
tell anybody.
Yeah.
Just Zune and Velree, just like Zune was horrified, like, oh my god. I mean, I don't know if you guys have seen like a 5-pound tube of burger meat at the store. It's like what Velree ate, like the whole tube. Just like, it's great. Anyways. All right. So, are we going to a wedding at this point? Yes? All right. Well, in that case, we are going to skip ahead. We're going to skip the travel time because we're skipping it. You guys are level 16. You can deal with pretty much the majority of road threats that I could throw at you at this point. So we're gonna
Did we roll to
skip-
get more meat?
We're gonna skip ahead. We will not be rolling to get more meat.
Okay.
Stop it, Zune. You stop it right now. Those are people. It's people you're talking about.
Bandits.
I mean, anytime
Bandits.
I see someone that's just a low life, I think I might just kill him.
Oh, that's disturbing. to
If I
think
can
about.
do it discreetly.
Okay, we will take that into account. You're traveling out of the like on the road. You know, you're not traveling through any big towns from here to Port Dorona. Sticking to normal paths on the cart. All right. So a few weeks are going to pass during your travel times. At this point, Velree, you have consumed 151 pounds of meat.
Out of how much?
You had, I think we said 400 pounds.
Oh, okay.
So a little over 2 weeks or so, and you've consumed like the equivalent of one person. This day is, well, first off, it's quite cold. There is snow on the ground, but the suns are out, all three of them. There is no cloud cover as of yet. Every night there's still the strange constellations, the strange swirling patterns above, which may be concerning to some of you. But it's about midday. It's the day of the wedding, and you guys are running late. You've gotten caught up at one point, and unfortunately, you make it. You're right on the precipice of probably being within a mile of the wedding site. So much so that you can even hear, just very faintly, some of the music off the far distant hill. When your cart, one of its wheels, sink into a muddy furrow in the road, and it is stuck firm. As you all disembark to try to figure out what to do with the cart, Velree, you begin to hear the swelling of the music as if the bride is on her way. But before you make a decision, a cold chill runs down your spine, and what little blood that still flows through your body begins to almost freeze over. My black rose, my muse, come back to me, and all will be forgiven. Simply walk into those woods and leave those mortals behind. Take your place at my side. Oh, how I've missed you. Do this now. And the question lingers.
Wouldn't that be a bitch if I just walked in there and said, bye, y'all. Peace. Okay. Well, I'm going to inform the party that Ruby's obviously looking a little scared shitless. And I'm like, yep, what's happening, guys? He's here. Or I think he's here. He wants me to walk away. He wants me to join him in the woods. So I feel like I made the right decision attuning to the flesh powder. Thank you.
You hear the voice again, Velree, at this point. You won't come back for yourself, then maybe you will for someone else. And what are you going to do, Velree?
Oh no.
What's happening, bro?
I might have to go.
What do you mean?
What are you doing, Velree?
I am assuming he's going to try and kill Zarin. And now I don't like it.
Well, what is Velree currently going to do?
I guess, yeah. This is terrible. There's no way I can take him on my own. How far away are we from the wedding? I'm sorry, I could hear the bells.
You can hear some of the music swelling. You were assuming you were about a mile out.
Okay. I need to protect. I'm just gonna say out loud, I need to protect her.
You gonna start running in that direction?
Yeah, I'm dashing towards the
Okay. Velree immediately starts running as fast
and
as
I
she
can
can.
rage without it ending, so I can just rage right now.
You can.
Right?
You can if you'd like. I will say you
Or
are
does it last a minute?
incredibly fast. Now, I believe it'll still only last a minute.
Okay.
In comparison to a normal person, you would far outstrip the average individual. In fact, you would outstrip pretty much everyone in your party.
Yeah.
And especially in like a long distance run like this through the woods. So, here's what's going to happen, Velree. You begin to move as quickly as you possibly can, leaving your party behind. Them attempting to catch up as best they can, moving as fast as they possibly can. When Velree, you begin to hear the music getting louder and louder as you're closing in quickly as possible. The last words from Lord Sin resonating with you. When you finally breach the edge of the woods, you see the wedding taking place. It looks like Zyme is already at the altar. There are somewhere around maybe 100 people in the crowd sitting down. You see also Din, the bugbear bartender slash owner, standing as the groom. In addition, Lady Zyme looks out and meets your eyes, Velree. You also see your remaining handmaids standing next to her by her side. She looks excited that you've made it just in time. However, the sky immediately begins to darken as the sun is blotted out. As it does, some people in the crowd begin to look back and forth.
Can
The
I,
officiate,
yell, duck? Can I
as you
yell at
begin
her?
to you're beginning to kind of yell out as you're still moving in that direction. The officiate is in fact an acolyte of the Temple of Akros, the Divine Flames. He begins to clutch at his three-orbed holy symbol around his neck as two massive shadowy shapes begin to form behind the altar very quickly. What looks like two orbs begin to expand and move until they are somewhere around 15 feet tall and about 20 feet wide. And these all like shadowy gates form and begin to open. As you move as quickly as you can, Velree, Zyme begins to scream out as things start spilling out of these shadowy gates.
I can't do it.
A horror has come to the Lover's Hill, and we will see if this will in fact be a red wedding. So we are going to go ahead and pull it up. I'm going to go ahead and let's everybody go ahead and roll initiative, and then we'll get into more description. This is Razia, and we'll get into it. All right. So
That is a dirty 20. Huh?
I got you. Got you all in. So the first thing that you see, Velree, as you're still moving in as quickly as you can, is these pale elves begin to spill out of the gates. Their skin is almost white. They're wearing black leather clothing with strange like spikes and barbs on it. Thin strands like flaps almost. They look almost barbaric and crude, but also they have like strange like skull, like death motifs about their person. And you would recognize them as somewhat living denizens of the Shadowvale. Known as they're a type of elf. We'll just put it at that. But they begin to spill out into the crowd. They rush past the handmaids, and Din begins to turn around, and he doesn't have any weapons. It's his wedding, as well as he moves to Zyme to try to protect her. As these creatures move past them and begin just loosing arrows into the crowd, some of them charging forward and cutting down the guests. Coming in behind that are what looks like what would I call this? Another one of these elven creatures. However, this one is more official looking, more regal, one might say. But there's like a strange aura about it as it kind of moves past, and it moves to your two handmaids and moves to grab them by the throats. And you can just feel the terror emanating from them. Past them, you see 5 of the Brides of Sin move out into the crowd. Their vampire nature showing themselves, their red, glowing eyes as they begin to savage those around them. As well as as 2 of these large, what would you call this? They're huge. They are around 12 feet tall creatures. One comes out of each portal. They come out. There is, they appear to have almost like skeletal heads, with oddly picturesque features about them, with like a single eye, almost like a cyclops. However, the eye itself is just a vacant orb with like this burning black flame coming out of it. As they step out, they each have like these large, like regal-looking greatswords that they have at their sides as they begin to crunch out into the crowd. And then finally, Din is stabbed through his back, comes out of his chest as a massive black greatsword pierces his body. A fully armor-clad shape with these like blue balefire eyes clutching the sword. The sword ignites with a similar flame, burning his body as it throws him to the side and grabs Zyme by the throat and begins to drag her through the portal.
No.
Your other handmaids are screaming and crying as they are likewise being dragged through.
Okay.
And we are entering our combat phase. So, technically, Zune would be first in initiative. However, Zune, you have to roll a d4. Zune will be getting here in 3 rounds. Velree, you are next in initiative. What are you going to do?
Is it Lord Sin that stopped?
That is not Lord Sin. Lord Sin,
That
you've never
fucking
seen
coward isn't even
seen
here?
Lord Sin in armor before.
So terrible. I knew it was a trap. I'm going to first shout like, show yourself, and just take me instead of them. Just leave them alone. While I
What are you going to move in to attack anybody, or are you
I'm
what
moving
are you
in
trying to do here?
protect. Sorry, like I'm gonna.
You're just going to try to. So I will say, you have a moral decision to make here. Essentially, the crowd is being quite literally butchered right now by the creatures that are flowing out in here. Nobody was prepared for anything this insane to happen. There are a handful of people in the crowd that appear to be armed, but not many, attempting to kind of fight back, but it's not looking good. So your choice is you could attempt to defend those that you could possibly save a few people in the crowd, or you can rush past them and attempt to engage the more hardened individuals. Okay.
Yeah.
You run in towards them. I'm going to roll to see which one you come across. So 1.
But I did shout, just like, show yourself, take me, like.
Yes. 2, 3, 4. We're gonna roll a d6. 3. That is. Okay.
What is that?
That is. All right. So as you rush forward, one of the elven individuals, this one in more like simple robes, wielding what appears to be some kind of strange, almost like a short sword. It's inlaid in gold, and there are almost like ghostly faces running along the blade, like ethereal, almost as if you see like ghost-like screams coming from the blade itself. And it appears to be a female. She moves close, trying to get in your way. And as she does, she whispers, "Yes, one of the sculptor's favorites. You wish to come back? I will guide you back."
Don't trust this bitch.
And you can attempt to attack her, or you can, I don't know, go willingly.
I'm gonna say, I guess, to her, also to him, because I know this. I'm gonna say, like, I know you can hear me. If you let everyone go right now, I'll come in.
The woman smiles. The Lord had very specific orders. This is to be a tapestry of blood for our patron.
If you kill my handmaidens, I will kill myself before you get me.
Child. And what's funny is this woman looks much younger than you, Velree.
Hmm.
You speak of death as if it's final. That is nothing for our Lord.
All right, then I'm going to rage and attack.
Okay. You fall into a feral rage and charge the woman. Go ahead and give me your attack rolls.
Also, I can't see any of my fucking party.
No, you can't. They will be rolling d4s to see when they're going to get here.
What sucks? Because now I have call to hunt. Can we just pretend when they get there I can use it when they get there? It says when you enter your rage, so I know technically
You could
that's not
expend
right.
another rage to do it when they get there.
Okay. Oh, I hate everyone.
Damn, bro.
26 hits.
Hmm.
Let's go ahead and roll them all.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, both 26s will definitely hit.
I don't know, 18.
18 will hit. She doesn't appear to be armored. 18.
Is
So
that
all four hit. You can roll 4d6 plus. What is it right now? Minus the 2 for Rogar, 2, 4, 6, 8. So plus 32. 4d6 plus 32. All right, so 30, 40, 47. 47 points of damage come raking in. You begin to rip into this woman, just begin to savage her. She's slicing this like blade back and forth, trying to keep you at bay, but you're able to just savage her repeatedly over and over again.
I'm gonna be like screaming the whole time, just like, stop this now, like just take me.
As you are cutting into her, is that going to be it for you, Velree? That was your bonus action. Anything else you want to do?
I don't have anything to do yet. Oh, I could
can do
the
your
spirit.
Yeah, if you'd like to.
Also, if she tries to run, and we never really practiced this, but she does have to reduce speed by 10
Yes.
feet since I did.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, I'll try and fight her.
Okay.
2d12.
It's a wisdom save, right?
Oh, yes. Sorry. 18.
She gets a... It's stuck in the corner. What is this? Gets stuck in the corner. Okay. It's an 8, so she fails. 13 damage? Is that what I saw?
Yeah.
13 damage. I've got to roll a d6 now. Oh, wait, no, I don't. Almost. She's heavily wounded as Velree, some of the psychic lash from the strikes just reverberate through her, and she's just like shook, taken aback. It's going to be the end of Velree's turn. It is now the priestess's turn. The priestess is going to... she is going to touch one of the many tattoos covering her flesh. She touches one that looks like a laughing skull. She says, "This be a perfect piece of art." As she touches it, she rips it free, almost like ripping a shadow. Her flesh doesn't come free, like the ink rips free. And as it does, she scatters it around her, using her own blood as like a medium. As it flames around here, almost like this skeletal tapestry springs around her in a circle, and then lashes in all directions in a 60-foot radius. out in the crowd as she directs it in that direction. Let me just roll how much damage this is going to be for them, for the people out in the crowd. Okay. That is 36 points of necrotic damage in a 60-foot radius sphere. The entire crowd is hit by this wave of necrotic energy. Those that were not openly butchered immediately all fall down dead. There's maybe only one or two people still standing. That there's no way they can even make those saves. So they all begin to fall dead around them. She smiles and laughs. Resire, roll me a d4, please.
You got it down. 1d4 coming right there. It looks like I will be 3 turns away, huh?
3 rounds. You come in round 3, Resire.
Right, we are on round 1, just finished.
We are in round 1. So now the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The 12 regular shadow elves are going to hunt down the remnants of the wedding party as they begin to just running through them, shooting arrows and using their kind of like barbed swords, cleaving through them. And in short work, they are gone. Tristan Varel, roll me a d4, please.
Since I can't make my way there on my own, I don't know if you want me to attach myself to somebody.
We'll see.
Okay.
Trist, you managed to get there at the edge of the clearing this round, following the screams and wails of those around you. And ironically, Trist, when the sky darkened, suddenly you could see. You make it to the edge of the clearing. Velree's deep within already. She's deep within the wedding party. You see a sight that is horrifying. The screams are beginning to die down. Strangely enough, one of the individuals from this raiding party are playing like a bone harp at the edge in almost a parody of a wedding ceremony. But Trist, you see tons of things just moving about, some quite large, some not so much. You also see the 2 large gate-like shadowy portals where currently Lady Zyme and the handmaids are being dragged into one and the other. And of course, Velree is currently in combat almost in the middle of all of this chaos.
Do I get to go, or is that my...
Oh yeah, you get to go.
Okay.
It's your turn.
In that case, I will attempt to cast, since I can see some stuff.
You can.
I'll attempt to cast Wall of Force in front of the portals.
Okay.
To like block them off.
All right. How big is the wall?
If it is, it doesn't give me anything for just a straight line.
Okay.
It just says a dome or a sphere with a radius of up to 10 feet or a flat surface made up of 10 by foot panels. So 10 by 10 foot panels.
Okay. So each portal would be the equivalent of, so you got 15 by 20. So essentially, you could block off one of the portals.
Okay.
So you have to choose either. So the portal on the right has the 2 handmaids being dragged into it. The portal on the left has what's obviously the bride being dragged into it by a heavily armored clad individual.
Gosh, a 2 for 1. We will do the bride.
Okay.
There's no good answer here, so we'll do the
Wall
bride.
of Force goes up. What does what are the specifics of what it prevents?
Nothing can physically pass through the wall.
Okay,
It's
physically.
immune to all damage,
Okay.
and it can only be destroyed by disintegrate.
Okay. All right.
It also extends into the ethereal plane, if that matters.
That does matter, in fact. As the heavily armored knight, like a wrinkle in time opens up before the portal. He's like dragging Zyme through. He stops, and his hands place against it. It just seems firm and crackling as he attempts to pass through, and it doesn't go. The tips of his claws become ethereal, and they can't pierce through. He pulls his hand back, and that's going to be Trist's go. The Brides of Sin are mulling about. I'm going to say they're going to begin to surround Velree. There are 5 Brides of Sin. They all begin to turn back around and move towards Velree. And that's all they're going to do. The large, very large, like skull creatures with the burning flames in them. The first one is going to look towards Tristan Varel. As it charges forward, it moves as fast as it can. Trist, you're still going to be around 100 feet away from it, but it is going to look at you, and it's going to target you with its burning eye. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
All right. Can I reaction?
Sure.
Temporal Shunt? If it's casting a spell.
It's not a spell.
Okay, never mind.
But how far do you have to be? How close do you have to be for Temporal Shunt?
120.
120? Well, it's within range. It's not a spell. This is like it's an ability.
Yeah, it just says if I'm the target of an attack or a spell. So if it's not a spell,
it's technically an attack. So
then I will temporal shunt him.
Okay. What's the DC?
Wisdom of 18.
18 wisdom? That's a tough one. Now they do get magic resistance, so they get advantage on the save. But a 12 is not going to cut it.
All right, he's gone.
First one is shunted away. The second one, seeing its companion shift out of the way, is going to do the same thing. It moves forward and it's going to try to curse you with its evil eye.
All right, charisma save.
A charisma save.
Charisma save is a 13.
13 is unfortunately going to fail. Trist, you are going to take 23 points of psychic damage as your body ignites in these strange blackish flames. As you begin to writhe, they begin to burn, but they don't actually burn your skin. They burn something deeper, almost your soul, one might say. And you are currently on fire.
Oh.
And we'll roll at the end of your turn.
Yeah. I want to roll for my concentration.
Okay.
18.
Ooh, how much damage did you just take?
22.
22, so you only had to beat an 11. You're good.
But I am on fire now.
All right. That brings
Is there a burning condition?
No.
Okay.
Essentially, it's a damage effect that happens at the end of your turn if you don't slough it off. So the soulmonger. And man, I shouldn't have given that away. One of the other elves, the ones that drags Velree's 2 other handmaids into the portal. They disappear, screaming all the while. And they are gone. Rogar, roll me a d4. Or give me that 4. 1. Rogar makes it to the clearing. You pull up next to Trist. Trist is currently burning with strange black flames across his body. You see the hellish landscape of what's before you. There is blood everywhere.
And the at least one of the portals is shunted off, I guess.
As far as you can tell,
Um,
there's like a shimmering, almost chronologic shift over one of them.
okay. And Zion is taken away.
No, Zyme is not.
Oh, okay.
The other two were. Zyme
The other
is
two were, okay.
currently in the clutches of a heavily armored, black armored figure.
Who can I make it towards her?
I mean, it's gonna
I got
be it's
40
gonna
feet.
take it's gonna
Well, I
take
got-
you a few rounds to get to the front.
Okay. Okay.
If you wanted to,
Yeah, if I
you
rage
could
it's
get
60
into
feet.
yeah you in your immediate turn. If you raged, I would give you your choice. You could either get into a group of the Shadow Elves,
Okay.
or you could get into the space of the large skull creature that just cursed Trist, essentially.
Okay. And those two things are together. Those big things.
Well, one of them shunted away. You're not sure where it is.
Oh yeah, that's right. This one's gone.
Yeah, so you only see one.
Okay. The elves
Mhm.
are the elves attacking the part or the wedding party.
Yeah, for the most part, I will say there's almost nobody left. They have been
Oh.
savaging them very quickly. But yes,
Yeah.
they are still hunting down the remnants of those that are trying to scatter away.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go for the elves, I guess.
Okay.
Charge a group. So that's what we'll do.
So are you gonna attack? You make some attack rolls. What are we doing here?
Question.
Yes.
No, I've
Here
got
it
a new
comes.
ability.
Here it comes.
an
I already felt it coming.
I got a new ability. I've been itching to use it. But I don't want to hurt any innocents. So I need to
Mhm.
know if I was to like get as many of these elves as I can in a radius of a 60-foot cone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get as many as I can without getting innocents. Now, if it's just mixed in with a lot of people, I'm not going to do it. So.
I will allow you to roll me d12 to see how many you can get clumped up together.
Okay. Let's see. Five.
You get 5 of them.
Okay. And that's without innocence, I guess?
Yes. Yes.
That's without innocence. Okay. I mean, why not? You know, the guy.
Why not? You know?
Gotta let it go, you know?
Let it go. Let it go.
I know.
So what are you doing here, Rogar?
They need to make a save. They need to make a Dex 19.
A Dex
save.
19, you say?
Yes, 19. My con is strong.
That is going to be fail, 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 fail. 1 passes.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 fail, 1 passes.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to matter if I know what's happening.
Yeah, we'll see if it matters.
Oh, just go and roll the damage here.
Here we go. Roll the damage.
Oh my god.
54 points of damage. In a 60-foot cone, as Rogar just kind of runs up as he rages. He's gonna give Velree and Tristan are the other ones here. His charisma bonus thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then he's going to run in and he's gonna like just taking a deep breath, you know, as he just like leans back and just, you know, opens his mouth and just a huge cascade of chilling cold, you know, comes forth from his mouth, freezing everything in a 60-foot cone. So yeah, 54 points of damage. Half of that if they succeed.
Yeah, they can't. They none of them survive.
Okay.
Even the
They
one
just turn to ice.
that passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they turn into these parodies of like elvish ice sculptures. Just utterly annihilated. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, there you go. 5 elves dead within moments. as Rogar just, "Rah!" and this blast goes forth. It shatters out into the night sky. And that's going to be Rogar's turn. The black plate armored knight is going to he's at half speed because he's dragging Zyme. He's going to move and then he's going to dash essentially. It gets him in the direction of the other portal. He's moving towards the other one that's not shielded, as he sees that as a means of escaping. As he's dragging her off, she's thrashing about. So that's his move, that's his action. That's all he needs to do. That's the end of the first round. And that... we'll keep going. So...
Grover able to save anyone?
Possibly. We'll see. At the top of the round, normally would be Zune, but Zune doesn't get here till the next turn. So it is going to be Velree. It is your turn.
How close is he going? How close is he from the other portal that he's headed to?
He will be there this turn. He will get to the edge of it this turn.
And I have 5 brides around me.
5 of them have surrounded you, and you still have the priestess engaged with you.
Can I disengage and dash through them towards the dude?
Yeah, you could attempt to. Yeah, sure. You disengage, you dash, utilizing your speed to get past the brides themselves, pushing through them. They kind of like hiss and like screech at you as you move past. They're wary of you in general. As you push your way, you're trying to get towards the knight, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll say you get into engagement range with the knight at this point. Is that going to be it though, Velree?
I guess I can't really. I don't have any actions to say disengage, right?
Did you use your action for that? Yeah. So
yeah.
I guess that's it.
I got I don't.
You don't.
Okay.
You have to have an action to grab her. She's reaching out for you, and you can't quite do it yet.
Okay.
That'll bring me to the priestess who you left alive. She will... Yep. She will look towards... She'll hiss. Well, she won't even hiss. She just kind of like directs towards the brides and says, "Go, bring her to the master." And then she looks out towards Rogar. And she is going to raise both hands and she begins to chuck necrotic bolts at him. First one is a 25 to hit Rogar. That's going to hit. The second one, damn, I rolled hot. Second one is a 23 to hit. So they're both going to hit Rogar. The first one is 24 points of necrotic damage. The second one, 21 points of necrotic damage. And you cannot regain hit points until the start of the priestess's next turn. As these necrotic bolts glance into you. That's going to be it for her turn. Zyre, unfortunately, you're here next turn. It brings me to the elves. There are only 7 of them left. Let's see here. They're going to peel off. 4 of them are going to target Trist, and the other 3 are going to target Rogar. And they're going to shoot you with a hail of arrows. Trist, 8 attacks are being shot against you.
Do I need to do my thing for being on fire?
No, it's at the end of your turn.
End of my turn. Okay.
All right, Trist, here they
8
come.
attacks.
Natural 20 on the first one.
That hits.
Gonna hit. 21.
Mm-hmm.
I'm rolling high. I'm sorry. A 20.
Mm-hmm.
An 8 misses.
Mm-hmm.
A 15
Misses.
misses. A 12 misses. How many is that? That's 6. So 2 more. 19.
That'll hit.
Hits. And a 7 misses. So only 5 go through out of 8, which is more than I thought would go through. I'm sorry. The first one is going to be doubled, so 12 points of piercing damage from the first one.
Concentration check.
Okay.
Which it might matter, so I have to make these.
Possible.
Pass.
Pass. Second one is 3 points of damage. You still have to roll a 10. Can you roll less than 10 on your concentration?
I can.
Okay. Well, then you got to make it, unfortunately.
Pass.
Pass. Oh, damn it. I clicked the wrong thing. All right. Third attack. 6 points of piercing damage.
Pass.
Pass. Fourth. 8 points of piercing damage.
Still getting dying.
Yeah, you're
Pass.
getting. Yep, they're not. They don't hit hard, but there's a lot of them. And finally, the last attack that hits another 6 points of piercing damage.
10 cushion. And that, oh shit, that
9.
fails, I think.
Fails. It does fail.
The wall's gone.
The wall, because is Triss is just taken in a hail of arrow fire. As you fly backwards. Well, not really fly backwards, but you just hit several times. Several arrows sticking out of you. Rogar. We've got 6 attacks being made against you. First attack, 6. Misses.
Yeah.
A 19. Does that hit Rogar?
That's a glancing blow. It does hit.
Glancing blow. An 8 misses. A 12 misses. A 21 will hit. So glancing blow,
Yes.
1 hit. Another 21. So glancing blow and 2 hits. The glancing blow, 9 reduced to 3. No, wait. 4. 4.
Is it magical?
It is not magical, so then it's reduced to 2 because you're raging. So it's not gonna do anything to Rogar. The next one is 5 piercing damage, reduced to 2. And then the third is 10. That's actually the highest roll I can roll for them. 10 reduced to 5 because you're raging.
All right.
All right, that's it for their turns. Trist, it is your turn.
Yes.
However, so you can either use your action to will the flames away,
Mm-hmm.
or you can use your action for something else. And at the end of your turn, you will take damage.
I will attempt to use it for something else. Am I within 120 feet of the second portal?
The second portal, yes. We'll say yes,
Whoa.
since you were able to
Whoa.
get to the first one.
Would this be something that I can attempt to use Dispel Magic on?
You could, but it's going to be it's a very high level
Yeah.
magic in place.
Yeah, it's 10 plus whatever the spell level is.
Yes.
Okay.
So do
I
you
will
want to attempt
attempt
to dispel it?
Yeah, because I think his turn is before Velree's turn. Or
It-
he's going to get to go.
He is now.
Yeah, he'll get to go through the door. So I'm going to attempt it. I will do it at. Does it make a difference if I cast it at 4th level?
It won't for this spell.
Okay, then I'll just do it on 3rd basic
Okay.
level.
All right, so go ahead and roll me for you. It's an intelligence check.
Intelligence check. I'm going to use my reaction to
Reroll that. A 10's not going to cut it.
Ooh. Damn, I can't do that. Okay, I have my new ability that I can use on somebody else. I can't use it on myself. So I will just use my regular ability to reroll it.
Okay.
Fuck, that's even worse. Fails.
I'm sorry, Trist. You attempt to dispel the portal. Unfortunately, the magic slips through. It's almost like the tear is too wrought in, and you watch it begin to like fizzle at the edges, but it's still staying in place. You would need more time to attempt to remove this portal. And that's going to be it for Trist's turn. At the end of your turn, let me make sure. You take a reduced amount, but it's still. You don't get to save on it though. You take 20 points of psychic damage, Trist.
All right, and then I think at the end of my turn, the guy gets to come back as well.
Okay.
At the start of his turn, he gets to come back.
Okay, yeah, it's not his turn yet. But Trist, you take the more
20.
psychic damages. You're still wreathed in that kind of like black flame as your soul is burning, Trist. You don't want to hit 0 while this effect is on you, just so you know.
Another barrage of elf arrows might do it.
All right. The Brides of Sin are going to rush Velree. 2 of them are going to jump on top of her and attempt to grapple her and pull her to the ground. So, Velree, you get to make an opposed to strength check at disadvantage, which since you're raging is just a flat roll against their roll.
So 2 of them? Or
There are 2 of them. I rolled a 15. So you just straight strength roll an 11. It's not going to be enough, Velree.
No, he said I got disadvantage, so just straight up.
Yep.
Is she allowed to use,
Is she what?
are we allowed to use luck in this encounter? Or is it just too much?
Oh, yeah. You know what? That's right. I will do luck. Yes, bitch.
24. 24. Your luck holds true as the 2 of them try to grab onto you and try to pull you down, and you just throw them back. Instead, the remaining 2 more, we'll do it again. We'll do it all over again. 2 more jump on you, Velree, and we will do this again. So go ahead and roll another strength check. I got to roll for them though. And this time I got a 16. That's what the DC is.
Oh, okay. Hold on. You roll again. I want to be badass. 16, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Is it worth my last look? I'm like right now, like with what I'm thinking. Yeah, it is worth it. I'm doing everything I can to fuck me. I didn't do it.
This time you're drugged down, Velree. The remaining brides rush past you. They move to the armored man, and they grab a hold of Zyme on each shoulder. And they are going to move to the edge of the portal, holding her, kicking and screaming, while the heavily armored knight just spins and looks back towards all of you. That's their turn. The large burning skulls. The one that ignited Trist is going to look back towards the mighty Rogar. And it's going to try to smash him into the ground with its gigantic sword. You didn't go reckless or anything last turn, did you, Rogar? No, okay.
No, just breath attack.
All right. I'm rolling good. I'm sorry. It's a 24 to hit, Rogar.
It is.
All right. The second one is going to be not so good, a 14, which misses. So you do get hit by the first attack. You will take 17 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
It is not magical.
Okay.
So it cleaves down on you, but a scratch. You only take 8 points of damage, Rogar. From this, I mean, it's large, it's gargantuan. It just slams down twice. You nicked the first time, but then you're all right. The second one is going to, not seeing Trist as much of a threat anymore as he's literally burning, is going to cast its burning eye upon you, Rogar. You need to make a charisma saving throw.
All right. Here we go. Oh, that's not good. 10.
You fail. You're going to take 42 points of psychic damage. And you are lit on fire as your soul is being consumed, similar to Trist. Right. Shh, that one's already gone. Rogar, it is your turn.
All right. Who am I in melee with?
Nobody. Oh no, when you're in melee with one of the giant skulls.
Okay. I guess I will. I'm gonna fight it.
Okay.
I'll fight it.
And what's strange about it is its body is like that of like a humanoid giant. Skin gray though, with these kind of like tattered clothes kind of draped on it, like a fancy pauldron on its shoulder. But then from the neck to the entire skull, it's like metallic with a kind of like burning hole in the center of its head.
Okay.
But go ahead and give me an attack roll.
All right. I'm going to
It is large.
attack recklessly. Okay.
Sure, go ahead.
It's large.
It's large.
Attack
Technically, it's huge. If we're going by what it is, yes, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, attack recklessly. I'm going to do Great Weapon Master as well.
Let's do it.
Let's see here.
Son of Amu.
22.
22 hits for sure.
All right. Low roll. It'll take.
Damn.
Actually, I think it might be let me see if it's 4. 4 damage. It is 4 damage. So 13. 23 total.
23 points of slashing damage. Slices into the creature.
Going again.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's a giant creature. Yeah.
Yeah. That's 15.
15 hits. It is a giant, a huge giant. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh, worst roll. 11.
Did you
So
do great Masters? Yeah, 21. 21 points of damage coming in. I mean, you almost did 50 points of damage there. You're close.
No.
As you just cleave with the large axe just into its leg, slicing into it. It doesn't appear to like wail or scream or anything. But you do cleave into flesh and like blood begins to spill out over your axe.
Okay. Bonus action. I'm gonna try to target as many people as I can. My regular cold breath. It's 30 feet area.
It is. It's a 30 foot, so it's pretty far. Why don't you roll me a let me see. Roll me a D6.
D6. 6.
Okay. You'll be able to get 6 of the lesser individuals.
Okay. Low roll. 6 points of cold damage.
Dex saves, right?
Yes, dex saves. Half if they pass.
What's the threshold? What's the DC?
19.
19?
19.
Oh, jeez, they're not going to pass that, dude. Fail.
I assume the giants wouldn't,
Fail.
but
Fail.
not a whole lot of damage.
Okay. I'll just pepper it on the lesser guys.
Okay.
So they each take 6 damage. Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
And that's it for Rogar's turn. Rogar deals out another 36 points of damage, collectively. If you want
I
to
guess
do
that's
that,
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. That will then bring me to the armored knight, who's going to walk forward, and in this cold, vacant voice, almost as if it doesn't have vocal cords, Velree, you hear it say, "The Lord requests your presence. You can go willingly, or you can go screaming," as it takes steps forward. It grasps you by the head, Velree, and it is going to... Yeah, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Not even give me a chance to go willingly, bro.
It's using command on you.
Ooh.
I was gonna go anyway. 15.
DC's 18. As he says, "Walk." And Velree, you instinctively begin to rise with the 2 handmaids holding your arms, and you begin to make steps forward towards the open portal. Okay.
You said 2 handmaids.
At the top of the round, Zune finally crests over the hill.
Dear God.
Oh,
I need to work on cardio.
oh dear God! And that is where we're going to take our first break.